Hello everybody, Anthony Aniano here from RotoBaller Radio and rotoballer.com with the Week 19 Fantasy Baseball Waiver Wire Series. The week beginning Monday, July 31st. Folks, don't forget, head over to rotoballer.com right now. Sign up today for our Premium Pass, whether it's baseball the rest of the way or the upcoming fantasy football season. Sign up using that promo code ACES and save at checkout. Take advantage of the team sync tools, lineup optimizers, rankings rest of the season for baseball, full season, draft rankings for football as well as all the great premium and free content over at rotoballer.com. Like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel and get all sorts of baseball, football, you name it, it's right here on RotoBaller's YouTube channel, and download the app. It's free, so taking advantage of that for all the sports you are interested in. All right, everybody. Week 19 for your fantasy baseball season, the week beginning Monday, July 31st. Recording this, as I always do, on the Thursday before the week. So it's Thursday, July 27th, before the games kick off for the day. So obviously things can change. Stats, injuries can occur, promotions, demotions, and obviously with the upcoming trade deadline, teams and players can change teams over the course of the next couple of days. So you're watching this Saturday, you're watching this Sunday, some things can change, especially this weekend. A lot of activity expected in Major League Baseball. That being said, let's take a look at some players available who can help your roster down the stretch. 2 months left, essentially, in the baseball season. We look at players on Yahoo, 50% or less rostered according to Yahoo Leagues. And we'll start with my number one hitter of the week, the top name on the list, Sal Fasci of the Milwaukee Brewers. Outfield eligible, 40% rostered. So in some deeper leagues, he already may be on some teams. A high average high on base guy. Ability to steal some bases, although he hasn't shown it yet at the major league level. The question becomes, how much power does he display for Milwaukee the rest of the way? Now, the Brewers have been hitting him fourth in the lineup since he came up about 4 or 5 games ago. Okay, he's a 2021 first-round pick by Milwaukee, 15th overall pick. According to Fangraphs, the number 48 overall ranked prospect in all of Major League Baseball, okay, and the team's number 2 overall ranked prospect. Since his promotion, he's hitting .417 with a .556 on-base percentage. Sign me up. And the top OPS of anybody I'm going to mention here today of 1.222. He's got a homer, 3 RBIs, 5 runs scored. Hasn't stolen a base yet, but did have 9 stolen bases last season between AA and AAA. In 2022 at AA, he hit .317. At AAA, he hit .365 with an combined on-base percentage of over .400, mixed in 9 home runs. The question becomes, how much power does he display to go with the batting average? So as the season hits its home stretch here, these final 2 months, and you look at what you may need in terms of if you're in a 5x5 roto, if batting average is the statistic you need, Sal Fasci is a guy who can certainly help, especially if you're even in an OBP league, certainly can help. He's walking, since getting called up, at almost 28% of the time while only striking out 11% of the time. Power still needs time to develop. All the other hit tools are there. So Sal Fasci, the number 1 ad of the week. At number 2, another young prospect, all of 21 years old. But the San Francisco Giants have called up Marco Luciano, shortstop, middle infield eligible. Only 14% rostered at this moment on Yahoo. Fangraphs has him as the number 77 overall prospect, the team's number 4 prospect. In his debut, hit 8th for the Giants on Wednesday night. Went 0 for 2 in that debut. We'll see how he does over the course of the next couple of days. Okay, shows a little pop this season at AA. Only hit .228, but had 11 home runs. Got promoted to AAA and did hit .292 at the AAA level. The glove is ready right now. Is the bat ready? San Francisco's going to find out. They promoted him. They're going to play him. Okay, strikes out a bit in the minor leagues. That might be an issue as well. But if you need middle infield help and the waiver wire is short and thin in your league, Marco Luciano, shortstop, middle infield eligible, may be able to help a bit down the stretch. At number 3, corner infielder if you need some power. Again, might only be available in some thinner leagues, but Spencer Torkelson of the Detroit Tigers. Maybe, just maybe, showing the potential when he was the first overall pick just a few years back. Only 38% rostered on Yahoo. Bit of a surprise, caught me off guard that he's available in 62% of leagues. On this season, Spencer Torkelson is hitting .232, but 15 homers, 56 RBIs, that does have a place in fantasy baseball. Walking over 9% of the time, strikeout rate is fine, just under 24% of the time, and hitting third in that Tigers lineup. Over the last 14 days, he's hitting .261. That's since the All-Star break. He's hitting .261. First half, he hit .228. So the batting average is slowly starting to climb out of those 220s. It's now in the 230s, and the power remains. He's got 11 RBIs and 3 home runs over the last 14 days. Spencer Torkelson, only 38% rostered. At number 4, and if you're in a daily format, you may even want to move him up in these rankings, Wilmer Flores, another San Francisco Giant, 41% rostered. In Yahoo formats, he's first base, second base, third base eligible, corner, middle eligible, DHs for the Giants as well. And you can make an argument that he's the best hitter in the bunch right now, according to recent stats. Over the last 14 days, Wilmer Flores is hitting .368, 5 homers, 8 RBIs, 10 runs scored, hitting second or third in that Giants lineup. On this season, Wilmer Flores is quietly having a very nice year, hitting .291 with a .353 on-base percentage, an .887 OPS. I say it every week. If the OPS is over 800, you have to pay attention to it. 13 homers, 32 RBIs, 32 runs scored. Walks just under 9% of the time, and a terrific strikeout rate at over 15.7% of the time. This is a guy who hit 19 home runs and drove in 71 last year for the San Francisco Giants. Just a consistent hitter every year, whether he was a Met or a San Francisco Giant. And Wilmer Flores giving you 4 position, first, second, third, middle corner, 5 position eligibility does Wilmer Flores in Yahoo formats. And my 5th and final offensive ad of the week, if you need an outfielder, Max Kepler of the Minnesota Twins. Only 6% rostered. Available in 94% of the leagues. Okay, now this is a guy, if you remember, in 2019, and it seems like a lifetime ago, I know, hit .252 with 36 homers and 90 RBIs. Twins, remember it, they're still batting him 4th in their lineup. Okay, on the season, .229, but 14 homers, 38 RBIs, 36 runs scored. On base percentage is low, only .293, leads to a lower OPS of .724. However, over the last 14 days, Max Kepler hitting .320, 2 homers, 8 RBIs, 9 runs scored. A streaky power hitter who has shown the ability in the past to give you 20 to 30 home runs like Max Kepler has done. Walks 7.5% of the time, only strikes out under 21.8% of the time to be exact. So to review my top 5 offensive ads for the week 19 of your baseball season, the week beginning Monday, July 31st. Number 1, Sal Fasci, outfielder, Milwaukee Brewers. Number 2, Marco Luciano, middle infield shortstop, San Francisco Giants. Number 3, Spencer Torkelson, first base, corner infield, Detroit Tigers. Number 4, Wilmer Flores, 5 position eligibility, San Francisco Giants. And number 5, Max Kepler, outfielder for the Minnesota Twins. Now, RotoBaller listeners, I want to remind you that if you are playing fantasy baseball and getting ready for your fantasy football season, don't forget to head over to the FFPC, the home of season-long fantasy football. It's been 14 years since the FFPC filled their first league, and they've grown to be one of the world's largest league commissioners. Not a single FFPC league has ever folded, and leagues are forming right now. FFPC has plenty of great slow draft and live draft formats, including best ball drafts starting at $35. Best of all, every RotoBaller listener and viewer will get $25 off their first FFPC contest. Go to rotoballer.com/FFPC to take advantage of this offer. Don't miss out on the FFPC experience, the home of season-long fantasy football. As always, everybody, thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter at @Aniano Fantasy, and we will see you next time right here on RotoBaller Radio.